Hi everyone. I want to talk about language today because I think language, first of all, it's what we all do, whether we can speak, whether we are deaf, whether we speak different languages, etc. Language is how we communicate with one another. If you are, if you have your sight is not as good as what it was, the one thing you can count on is language and hearing the voice or etc. of your loved ones. And I want to talk about language in relationships. And this has to do a lot with alienation, and also it can be applied to relationships in general, intimate relationships. You know, we have friends that speak different languages than us. Some are more colorful, some are more reserved, some are outspoken. We all have a different type of upbringing and raising. And for me, I can't speak for anyone else, but I want to talk about the language that should be applied to your life if you want to have cohesive relationships. As everybody knows, and I've talked about this before, my children have disconnected from me for about 10 years. And one of the reasons, maybe, is because we speak a different language. We are not on the same page. They may hold on to something from, something they may have been affected by something so deeply that they can't come back. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist and I'm a psychiatrist. I don't know. I can't dive into it because I just don't know. But today, I want to talk about the people I have relationships with, are primarily the people that speak the same language as me. And the same language doesn't have to do with plain English because I am multilingual. So I can communicate with other people who speak Spanish and also do sign language. I can sign some, and I can speak some Spanish. I can speak enough to do more than just ask for a beer and ask where the bathroom is. I can speak some. I'm not fully. I wouldn't be able to translate for someone, but I do my best. So I just want to talk about how important it is to me to have relationships in which we speak the same language. And to me, for me, most important thing is respect. And that means when you're having a conversation, when I'm having a conversation with my friend, we can chit chat about anything, whether it's politics or religion, or you can bring up your faith, or you can talk about our current president or what's going on in government, and we can have a conversation about it. We can have a dialect about it. And we can have a form of respect. And we can also say, I don't see it the same way. I'm seeing it like this. And that's being, that's having the same level of language and communication as someone is, just having a level of respect for them and their feelings and their thoughts and their ideas, and having a space in which someone feels safe enough to share their ideas. In my relationship, I am currently married. My husband and I speak the same language. We have we agree on most important our relationship, and that we are married, and we are both individuals, and our relationship consists of love and understanding and respect and space. I'm at a retreat this weekend. My husband loves to go hunting. I'm so happy I met this person. Sorry, I don't want to get emotional, but that's someone who said, I'm going to keep you safe, who sends me sweet text messages every day, almost every day. But someone who I first and foremost consider my friend, my best friend. he, we send each other a text in the morning, and then on the way home from work, if he's working more than, I don't know, 30 minutes away from the house, he calls me and we chat when he's on his way home, and we just catch up. How was your day? What happened? And this and that. And I go over my day, and then he comes home, and we talk, and I give him a hug and a kiss, and we cook together. and then we do whatever together, but we're always working together. Sometimes we have to go outside and work on the yard. Sometimes we just have to. Sometimes we just go take the dogs for a walk, or we just hang out. No, that's because our level of communication consists of love, and it's all good. I'm not saying we don't disagree. I'm not saying we don't that we don't get heated once in a while, because we met last April during COVID, and we morphed into knowing that we wanted to spend our lives together, and we were super happy in the progression, but we didn't date. Nothing was open. It was a date at my place or a date at his place, but there was no dating. We just kind of fell into our life together. That's just the way it was. And I knew after being single for so long, I thought, I'm never going to do this again. And he said the same thing. He didn't want to get married again. It just happened. It just works. And I make kind suggestions. Sometimes, or when we build something together, we built our chicken coop, and he comes from a construction point of view. You know, he knows how to build things. And I also have ideas. I'm not a builder, but I have ideas and thoughts. We built the run, we built our coop, and then we built the run. And the run I thought wasn't big enough for our chickens. And so I said, how about we expand the run and give them an additional space? And he said, oh, okay. So we did it, and it worked out great. But because he's open to my ideas and suggestions, and I'm open to his too. So I just want to say the healthiest relationships are where two people are on the same level regarding language and communication. And some relationships consist of people. We are kind of cruising around the lake, and we have a small boat. We kind of just cruise around, and then there was a pontoon that came within earshot of us. And people were screaming at each other. She's like, "You make my life miserable. I effing hate you." It's such a drag out fight, and I'm like, let's move away. And so we did, but I'm like, okay, I'm like, that's their language. That's how they talk to one another. I don't want to be. I wouldn't. And that's how they feed one another, and that's fine. But what the heck? You make me miserable. I hate you. What the heck is that? How do you? It's so funny. I said to my husband, should I say something? He says, no, let's go. Because I kind of speak out about certain things. He's like, don't say anything, let's just go. He knows once you get involved, it's going to go downhill pretty quick. So he's helped me to learn how to bite my tongue. So it's kind of funny, but that's what I want to talk about, is any relationship you have, whether it's with your children or family members or this or that. Think of the language you share with them, and if you even have things in common, and if they're safe enough to express yourself to. And if they're not, it's better to keep them at an arm's length rather than someone you are regularly involved with or communicate with. So that's what I wanted to talk about, language. I think it's just, for me, it's more cohesive to be with someone I'm on the same level with when it comes to language and communication. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.